built by Grego Dassault-Dornier, as it was known at the time. French prototype, first flying 26th of October 1973. German prototype the following year, January 1974.
And 480 of these aircraft were built then, which is that quite a lot by today's standards? It's like 100 plus.
During this period of time, he was shot down a number of times.
Afghanistan for accident university back in the UK, and they are picking up new techniques all the time, just because of the nature of the wounds they're seeing. See the aircraft coming in now. It's going to carry out what's known as a fast roping serial. This is a technique that's used for fast deployment of troops onto the ground, possibly if they're not able to land at any time. We use a lot of time as well to
kids nudging each other saying, I've done that, I've done that.
Is that what you did, Bill Biggin?
Do keep sight of this aircraft. Of course, it seems to climb so high so fast that it almost disappears.
and then an opportunity to go in the Hawk simulator and have a go at flying it yourself. More details on that towards the end of the show. You can see the air brake come out there on the aircraft on selected idle, so it's gone nice and quiet as he slows right down to below 200 miles an hour so that you can lower the gear and the undercarriage and the flaps. So another picture opportunity as he comes back past the crowd with everything hanging off the bottom of the aircraft. And then as he accelerates away from the crowd after that, you'll see the services.
The rotor blades slap as they descend and turn, a sound unique to helicopters.
Almost, I would say, compared to the racing. This is a Bull Matadors classic line abreast loop. And at yaw again, the slip away, isn't it fantastic? Done in formation, skidding turn and climbing at the same time. Very impressive. Tremendous. Holding the down 45-degree line, very, very accurate. You will not see closer formation flying of this kind of complexity from anyone else in the world may want to claim, having flown in many different countries in the Middle East, in China, Japan. And look at that, the slip away, flying sideways. Now it looks quite crazy, but in fact, if you look very carefully, one aircraft is slightly mistaken. There's over 6,500 parachute descents. More jumps than anybody else in the Royal Air Force. Come on, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome them here to the Biggin Hill Airfair.
having a look round now to make sure that all of their parachutes have opened, make sure that they can actually fly them down to the ground, and then they'll be getting into that famous stack of the Royal Air Force Falcons. Now these are the parachute jump instructors of the #1 parachute training school. They are responsible for training all airborne forces. They start their career...
Affectionately known on the team as Trigger. She comes from Southend and apparently sounded a bit like Trigger, the character in Only Fools and Horses. So this year we're dedicating Tango to her. This is T for Trigger formation. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the victory roll. Now these formations here, just a 6 to 8 feet apart, pilots apply this completely manually, unsung heroes of the team. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chevron. The inside pilots barrel roll around the outside pilots who shuffle up to fill the gap. One of Enid's most difficult manoeuvres in the second half of the show.
The Navy, as well as the Royal Air Force. First flew back in 1935. By the end of the war, 17,000 were built.
Included in quarantine.
Loaded with armour-piercing and high-explosive shells, the Tornado can use this low-collateral, minimal explosive weapon. Surface-to-air missile launch is still a threat in Afghanistan, along with small arms fire and straight missions training.
Central Flying School Tucanos train all pilot instructors and maintain standards. We also have 76 Squadron, which trains the future Wizzos, that's navigators and old money, for both fast jets and multi-engines. And here you see Tom doing